to do the ancient automaton. I labeled it last. Oh well. The ancient automaton. Let's do it. Nierheim. So this is very, starts off Nordic. Alright, the future is white apparently. Nierheim is a verdant world atop the mechanical corpse of an ancient colossal titan. Beneath the lush exterior lies an endless labyrinth of impossible machinery, invented by ridiculous people. And in its heart sleeps a terrible power who can't bother to return your call. Despite centuries of cataclysms and cataclysms, a sparse few societies have survived. Not all of them are the best. The inhabitants scour frozen obsidian steppes, salt marshes, jungles of sentient plants, just talk your ear off, always have opinions on your operas, in search of mysterious artifacts left behind by long-dead civilizations. But I'm guessing they delegate that to the moving beings. Can you find this for us? Or, I guess since we're in the know now, maybe they delegated it to the mycelium. I don't know. In the darkness, old god... Oh, Lovecraft. More racism. In the darkness, old gods stir, heeding the call of long-forgotten magic and the resolution of a millennia-long mystery. What happened to JR in the end? How did it... Anyway. The empty night sky looms overhead as you make your way down the mountain trail. It has been nearly 2 days since you fled the city. Forever. Forever. Your body aches all over, especially your head, because you've been standing on it and cartwheeling to make sure that all of your joints aren't being overburdened. But determination keeps your mind clear. Clear like L. Ron Hubbard. Or covered like L. Ron Hubbard. I want to use that in a phrase sometime. So far, you have made a good time on your journey through the mountains, but you still haven't reached the border yet. As the cloud layer begins to clear, you spot a figure, oh god, crouching in the rust ahead. In the rust? So, like, no metal, it's just all rust. Are we in Colorado? The woman stands as you approach, her back turned to you. Oh, so she didn't stand for me. Okay, that's fine. She has a simple brown tunic and long damp hair. I'm just out of the shower. You've got to be kidding me, you muttering, noticing the glint of polished chrome peeking from beneath a tear in her hip flesh. Why are you looking there? You perv. It's a doppel. You freeze, your mind racing. It wouldn't be long before your pursuers catch up to you, and now you have an android to contend with? A doppel. We never end with giving them stupid names. Damn it, you've come too far for your journey to end now. The doppelwoman, the doppelmädchen, the doppelmädchen, or the dopplerin, or the, Meisterin, and regard you carefully. Those round mirror eyes pierce the darkness like echras twin runes. Is that what the kids call the moon nowadays? Or the world? Or weighing down the thick pitch of night. It's as if a wild animal is looking through you, watching any signs of weakness. Maybe she's a narcissist. You stretch your fingertips and reach for the hilt of your obsidian dagger, because obsidian is universal and forever. Wait, comes her voice. to the Doppel's mouth does not move. So it's like Joan Rivers in Spaceballs. Or C-3PO, I guess, rather. Her voice is artificial, meaning North Atlantic, heavy North Atlantic. It's a lot of artifice, a lot of like, darling. But there is something beautiful about the way it sounds. Come in, come in. I got to show you to my friends. A moment passes as she processes your reaction. Her eyebrows like flicker. Then she continues, you are headed to the border. A regular Karnak. It is a statement, though she poses it as a question. Yeah? Another pause that feels like an eternity. You will take me with you, she states. Again as a question. Well, why don't you put the question mark in there? It's okay. It's alright. You know, I won't mind at it. Her tone sounds almost pleading. You flicker your eyebrows, processing her affect. Comma. And you say, comma. Begin quote. Quotation mark. Quotation mark. Well, that's good to know. Condition work? Why does a Doppelmädchen he Mädchen. Why does a Doppelmädchen? Oh wait, hold on, let's see, hold on. Let's see if I can do it. Yes! Oh. Yeah. Why does a Doppelmädchen want a human escort? Do you owe your plug? She looks away. Oh. No. Keep forgetting. And here we go. Retry. Her response is so unexpected because of the randomness that you actually jump in fright and fall to the floor of the ravine with a yelp. How? And how far is that fall? Question mark. Is your scream heard in tiras or chord? What are you running toward? Are you really heading toward salvation or merely the next battle? In another life of your quest? It's not your life that seems to flash before your eyes, but rather the speculation about the rest of it flashing before your eyes. More like a existential anxiety in the Woody Allen type. But it was not very Woody Allen thing to say. That said, you have spent a lifetime doing things you shouldn't have done. All those adopted kids, for one. Owning a house near an ocean is another one. Fighting a land war in Cord. Total third one. Being orphaned twice would be a bit much for a human soul, but you never could resist a girl in distress either. Maybe that's maybe that's it. You have a soul after all. But of course, there's clear room for skepticism. The last time you saw the Angel of History, he gave you his card to give him a buzz, but he left no address to contact him at. This was before your awareness of a certain video conferencing software, named, Zing. With it, the only limitation to your meetings with other people is your own wherewithal. The angel's real name is Zadok, or something like Zed, which in your timeline translates as something along, with name for God, wherever. Excuse me, Mr. Narrator. I think you're meaning Zardoz. We only allow gods in this universe that have a Scottish brogue and hairy chest. Hairy chestiverse. He's a bit more intense about your situation, has more hair, but the two quite similar. Also, the guy's been known to talk about the old days when he's in the right state. He likes you. I've been to hell, Mr. Holmes. Blaze Holmes? I even went back. Mr. Holmes? There's a place in hell for me and my friends. And if ever wait, hold on. There is a place... Hold on. There is a place reserved for me and my friends. And... Oh, shit. And if we go, we all will go. Oh, God. And if we go, we all will go. So you see, I'm never alone. Oh, never wait. Oh, fuck. The... Oh. Oh, there's a place with a bit more time and a few more gentler words. And looking back, we will forgive. We have no choice. Oh, God, we didn't. There is a place with a bit more time and a few more gentler words. And looking back, we will forgive. We have no choice, we always did. I think I'm skipping a bunch. All that we know is when we go, our skin and our blood and our bones. Oh, skin and our blood and our bones won't get in your way, making you ill, the way we did when we lived. Oh, there is a place in hell, reserved for me and my friends. Oh, maybe it's the copyright. All that we know is when we go, our skin and our blood and our bones won't get in your way, making you ill, the way they did when we lived. Oh, there is a place in hell, reserved for me and my friends. And if ever I just wanted to die, then I will, because I can. Okay. Okay, that was from, surprisingly, conservative Morrissey. Just wanted to ascribe that to a person, artist, whose intellectual property that is. Please don't, lawyer of Morrissey, do not ding me for that. You are now, those lyrics are now added to whatever blockchain. So it's now forever. Morrissey's now forever. You're welcome. I want to see you again. And oh, you should see us in our day. And you should what? And then we trail off. Dot. I think we try laugh. It's Grug here. Grug special guest star Grug. I think we try laugh. You think that it doesn't hurt you, don't want it anymore. It doesn't mean what you used to. What doesn't mean what I used to, Mr. Narrator? Is this your life? Is mine too? Did your life is mine? Your life? Is this? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy caught in a landslide? No escape from reality? Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy. Something, 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 something. I can do this all day. I can do this all day. Maybe yes, maybe yes. I want you to come, says the doppel. And you jump as if stung, startled, and shocked. And I want you to take pleasure in life too, you say. But I don't see how this is relevant to your request. You say in desperation. It isn't, she says, and then laughs her musical voice, and a moment of clarity breaks over your fear, and you find yourself smiling at her. Do you have a name, you ask? And if you don't, can I call you Auntie Mame? Question mark. But we'll do, I am. Because we want to distinguish. Oh, the thought of calling this beautiful creature Auntie Mame, it's absurd, it sounds wonderful, but it's true, you say. And I think we've fervently cleared up this narrative. She looks like an aunt to me. Her face seems soft and her hair looks so pretty, and her skin, well, the skin on her face has her lovely, smooth look. Ah! Fucking... Sorry. I'm just trying to pin down a thing. May, she says, taking your hand, but not looking directly at you, and you have to blink a few times, confused. As is the custom of the time. As is the custom of the time. May, a pleasure to meet you. I was close, you say. And the momentary connection fades when she pulls away with a start and gives a nervous smile. What a cute smile she has, and your heart beats faster as her lip curls upwards. Elvis-like. Elvis-likey. We're just gonna make an amalgam. We're just gonna pack this in with Earth references, and perhaps we'll erase the fact that it's another world. Like that smile that only he could pull off so perfectly, with the teeth, with the teeth caked with peanut butter and banana, like it did. She's staring down at you, and your cheeks are flushed, but it's a different kind of flush. Not thrush, flush. One born of embarrassment, perhaps excitement, desire, who knows? Well, she does. But we don't. But whatever the reason for it is, in the color in your cheeks makes your says your hawk, which is strutting down the pathway ahead of you two. He has been in mourning. Since your hens died. Because we gotta keep this clean. So any mention of explicitness, I'm gonna try to massage it into non-sex. They did not make it past the 5th chicken, but he will survive. It's amazing that any animal would do anything to stay alive, especially a bird. Yeah? You probably, I wonder if you hear the birds in the background. We're talking about you! And you feel a sudden surge of sympathy. A little whimper sounds as May lifts herself up to you. Such graceful levitation. She must have globes installed. She must have globes installed. I was going to say lifty globes. Search graceful. Your eyes follow hers. Stop acting needy, you say to yourself. God. Your eyes follow hers. Oh, your mind is not a needy thing, but you know your own mind is a messy thing. And right then, all it is hungry for a girl's fleshy curves and the way your own cock tends to peck at while protecting you. Like the alpha farmer you are. The problem is your body and the fact that you need so much food. Which of course is because of all the drugs you ingest. You're like an athlete of drugs. Or perhaps of drugs. Mai is staring intently, her head tilted as she studies your chest. We'll just correct it and say May. I don't want a new character, thank you. You like what you see? Question mark? Question mark? You say in that nebbish beach bum way you tend to say in the 1930s. You like what you see? Before the muscle people knock over your castle. Oh no, she looks back and blushes, but not the kind you think. A hot blush like a flower that needs a good soaking from rain. You are so big. It's giving me dysmorphia. A hot blush like a flower that needs a good soaking from rain. Needs a good soaking from rain. Anyway, so big. Oh, stop. It's the shirts that got small, you say. And you've always been this size. I'm going to kill myself soon, you scream inside. But thankfully, with your cognitive behavioral thought training, you managed to reframe that suicidal ideation into something positive. Like, maybe I'm asking the question, what part of me wants to die? What? But thankfully, with your CBT training, you're able to reframe that suicidal ideation into a thoughtful question, what part of me wants to die today? Metaphorically. Metaphorically. Not literally, metaphorically. That is how you learn to deal with the dark places in your soul. The things you don't want, and the things you do. And if those dark areas you're still there, it doesn't necessarily mean they... see how you get yourself out of that one. I feel like I'm hearing a yelling in the basement. Oh. That they stay that way. There was once a boy with very little patience for this particular lesson, and his anger flared up like a firestorm, scorching away the souls he didn't care about, but... The thing is that it wasn't your fault that you were left out to be angry, and at that, the people around you made it so that their anger came first. They could just go without you because you weren't the necessary part of their lives, but you can choose to not live in the shadow of someone else's life, and that means finding something in yours. Mr. Narrator, I came to the story to not have the psychoanalysis. Can we get on with the story, like the trip? Where, Mrs. Doppelmädchen? Where do you want to go? Mrs. Doppelmädchen? Mrs. Doppelmädchen, where do you want to go? Mr. Narrator? Mr. Narrator? Edward Narrator? You're reliable. And I don't know where to put you. I don't even know why we do you. The fuck I come and go as the stories calls. I'm getting a little aggro with biting the hand that feeds me. And so you sit and stare down your face and see a reflection in it. It's so much bigger than a person. You can look into its face. A big person face. Bigger than person face. A zeitgeist. She smiles at you as you feel yourself grow cold. You're not afraid of death. Not really, anyway, but the idea is scary, but it's not the fear. It's the, when am I going to dot my I's and cross my T's? When am I going to tie my loose ends and get ready? When am I going to state a time and a day if I live in a country that has such rituals? It's like, do I do? Do I? When the do you? What is the best time to do what? Is now a good time for? Is now a good time for? To when you are not in your own home, but at your own house in a bed you don't make, because you're at the hotel of a man in black in the city of. And she's staring into your eye, but not like it should, you know what to. There we go. Let's make it a little larger. Her eyes have the look of the hungry that the scared have, and that look has you shivering. But then she looks at you in the same way a cat does before it attacks a rat in a hole or some kind of creature, and it has the effect of turning your heart off because her beauty isn't real. What are you, you say? It's the most natural question you ever asked. What the hell you want? Interesting. I got fuel. I can feel if I want. I can hit the feels. I don't. She stares at you for several moments as if she were looking at you. Then her smile disappears, and her beautiful face seems hard again, but the eyes are still empty. No, says your brain to itself in a panic. She cannot have said that you cannot say yes. She did though, but no. Oh, nice. Oh. You think, no way, it's an impossibility. It cannot have happened, it didn't happen, she cannot have been there, it was a dream, it must be. Oh no, you're dreaming, says May. Her voice comes out with a king of kind of sing-song melody, which only Elvis had. Or the dead, like Mae West, you know. Oh no, you're dreaming. You're dreaming, see? Why don't you put this mask on and see me in the astral plane? You're gonna feel like falling. You open your mouth and try to say something in reply, but what you come up with is, oh God almighty, you can't be saying, no, it's impossible. And then a bit more in an incoherent jumble of words, like something that you say without realizing what you were doing, because your thoughts keep coming back around to that same thing. It must be the truth. I don't believe in singular truth. It's got to be a facet of truth. At least a facet. You don't need a place. It is here, and it is now. I am not your Auntie May. And with the start, you come out of your daze. It is May standing there with that stupid expression that tells you what to think, that looks just like that girl's smile that always looked at that guy that was that. That. At least now she's like bottom. But you knew better than to listen. There's always another possibility in life, and this is a time that is about choices. And even though you've lived with this Doppelmädchen for months now, it doesn't mean it's not strange or maybe dangerous. Or it might be the answer, that's it. I'm sorry, wait, what? I'm sorry, Mr. Narita. Months? Can we get a little, what do you call it, a flashback clip of our most memorable moments? Just a paragraph long, that's all we need. You look away, and you stare down at her breasts, the way they seem almost unreal, and as you run your hands up the smooth fabric of your shirt, you realize you can touch those nipples. Wait, what? Mr. Narita? Are we in some form of Freaky Friday narrative? Never defeater. And then May looks at you as if to gauge whether or not she should be offended, and decides she is. You look down too quickly. Your hands stop moving, but that only makes them itch. They twitch at the reference to the channel. They twitch at the thought of grabbing and squeezing her breast. That's not good. May, I gotta break it to you. I'm one of those pooftas. Pooftas. Poofta. Poofta. The English slang for gay person. Poofta. 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 He's got poop all the way down in my ass, and it's not so nice. It itches, but not like the time it was my mom. I don't have any idea how she knows what she knows, but it hurts like when your skin peels, when you peel something off. The only way you could tell this sun was up again, and then the next morning, it's not up again. Yeah, we've deviated a little bit. May. I am gay. Shocking, I know. Exclamation point. So please, no offense taken. I would not dream of offending someone with that kind of revelation. And then she stares for a few moments at that same empty face that is a perfect reflection of her soul, and it's like you have suddenly gotten lost and now you're looking for a place that no longer exists. Yeah, straight town, with me as a resident. That doesn't exist. You see what you want to say, you can't help but see what you don't. And it's like I don't know where you are, but there's nowhere you could go from where you are that it wouldn't feel like this. It's like that moment in the woods when you're out running and you think to yourself, you know, this is really just trees and grass and leaves. No way I can make it. I don't know how to eat any of this shit, and I probably got like a few rounds of pee to drink. I'm a goner. I don't know how to eat any of this shit. I probably got a few rounds of pee to drink, so I probably got a goner after day 5. Oh, that's right. Cursing. I can't eat any of this. I probably have like a few rounds of pee before it becomes totally undrinkable. So I'm probably a goner after day 5. That's the point when everything turns around and the sun is right over there. But that's no consolation. It wasn't that bad, really. It's that good, and you knew it. And that's why they're called things of such quality, because that's just the sort of stuff that goes in that place, and you can never even compare. Oh, I see. You think we had a thing going. I just woke up, lady. I just woke up, double lady. I'm just getting my bearings. I don't have time for love or whatever it is you're trying to see here. Old Lady's Mind is an old place, but I'll tell it to you one last story. So this guy walks through town and nobody gives him a second glance. He can see the world that everyone sees, and there isn't a thing about you but your hair. Interesting. Don't know where this is going at all. Your teeth. Maybe you smell a little funny, or your clothes are a size too big, but it's just the everyday you, and you think to yourself, this ain't the same world I remember anymore. I'm in something different. It has its own beauty. It just looks strange. But it's all fine. I mean, what is there not a better life than this you're living? You've got a roof over your head, food, amenities, and fixities. Money, a job to go to in the morning. The guy's young. He thinks he knows everything, but he doesn't realize how wrong it all is. I got an android woman barking up the wrong tree. I think I know plenty are wrong. But she says she's a person, and I say she ain't. What's wrong with that picture, I ask you? So you get down on her a bit, because that makes you feel less weird for a minute. But the more she looks at the world, the crazier the look gets. She says the city looks the same, but I can see a big change. And you can too. She says there's a new guy walking the street. He looks like a me. He looks like she does. But it's him in my clothes. And I say, how come you look like I do? And I'm saying that, but she don't. And then I'm yelling it. How come she looking the way I am? I mean, how can it happen like this? And then the two of us get so mad at each other. Which one of us is the Jodie Foster and which one of us is the Jamie Lee Curtis? Or no, Haley Mills? I forget. And the next day I forgot it again. Oh yeah, that is what you're thinking right now, but I'm just making a point. I'm telling you something so you can tell yourself it. And I will go, and I'm gone. It's okay. Oh, and by the way, she's still here. And that is a very big deal. And I think it is the end of it, but nope. Gaslighting me. I don't have anything else for you. I know you were looking forward to seeing what comes next, but no, no, no. I've had enough for a while. It seems like it anyway. And maybe I'll send you something. I just have no clue what that is. It's me. Me, me. Me, oh me. It's just a me, I've always said it. So, that was that. I have not much else. And then, it happens. And then, and it happens like that. I am just a boy, but the sun is just a thing that happened. And my hands and my legs feel as if I was not there, but you were. I have been trying, and that means I have failed to be here. And you know I think that it should not matter, but I want that it does not matter. I'm sorry. And you know I know that I cannot. And that's okay, but I'm still here because you are. You are, and then you went away. I did that too, and it hurts. So that is what I remember you say that. It's you. I know you can see me, and I'm here now, and this place feels like the inside of a box I was never supposed to open, but now I can't see. And that is all I know. I wish you could be more than I knew you. I don't want this. I really do not. This whole thing I know. This I don't even know I didn't want it. But you made this, I know it. It has to do something with this. But you did. That's it. That's what you did. You make a place like. I'm so scared. I'm so sorry. It isn't that bad. It isn't really that bad. It's okay. I just need to figure. That's all. Give me time. Dot. Please. I promise I will be here soon. Please, please, please. I love you. I know I do. I know. It's all I have, but I love you. Please. Love. Blaze of a New Age, a tale of faith, devotion, hope, redemption, and more by R. Gurney. My name is Dwayne, and my life hasn't changed a damn thing since I was 17. It was a very good year. Blaze of a New Age. Oh. The moral of the story so far, colon. Give me time. No! Give me time. Give me time. Time? I thought I've already been waiting for you forever, May. How come now you're telling me that it will take time before things work themselves out again? And how do you expect me to make things any better by sitting around and being angry at me, or being sad? You won't get through that one without tears, the way your mind goes. It's like you just sit and stare until you melt. go back. Let's delete that. It's about choices, and you don't always get a chance, because the world keeps changing around you. You think to yourself, I've done some bad things, but this doesn't have to mean you've gone through it with it. You think to yourself, I could turn back and everything could be fine, and don't know why. But I'd be mad going it, knowing what? Got the verse. That this? All this is all this? This isn't what we are meant to do, but that is not the real reason. I'm going out, you say, and so are they. I'm so afraid to see. They say, but you know it won't work. You can feel it in the way the world shifts and you don't like it. We go together. It doesn't mean that much. You don't even want it, and that means that it will happen anyway, and so there's nothing else to worry. There's a hole here, a blackness in that spot where it's dark. It looks different than any darkness you've ever felt before. The light just goes away, and the darkness gets inside of it. You can't look. You're not looking. You have no eyes to see with. It's not even the right kind of thing for your mind to look at. That's what makes it scary. And that's what you think as you look up at the dark shape of the ceiling and the dark shape of the floor, and the lights start flickering off again. And it's very bright light that flashes through the black, so it's just that the other is not. And you wonder how something could go wrong so quickly. It can be a good day, but then it turns to night in the space of an instant, and you don't want that. But that is what is going to happen if you wait for a second longer. The lights flash again. They come right at you this time. You can't see what's coming at you, but something... It's a shadow. And when it passes you, you hear the crunch of a branch, and you can't see it because of what's behind it, but you hear the crunch. The branches and the leaves fall as it steps over them, and there's no sound but the crackle and rustle. But something comes down. You have never seen that. Something moves on two legs like something you know, something like a person. And you know that it's looking at you. It's a face, and it looks very close to your own. Its eyes open wide, and you see it glimmer. Its mouth opens. You try to scream, but nothing happens except a deep rumbling noise that fills your chest with a fire that bursts out through your skin. And you burn. You can't feel all the time. It's in your blood. Pain is everywhere, but there's more of it inside than outside. You try to breathe, and then it's the worst thing in your life that you're breathing. You try to think about what to say, but you can only think of one word. I am. It's a terrible sound, and you're glad that the world ends now. The air goes in the room with you, and there is something else inside with you that you want to be dead, and it doesn't know how, and it knows what you want, but it can't help. It doesn't know what you want. It can't understand you. It tries to be there with you, but you want that all to be gone. There's so many people who don't get it. You feel like you could die with each passing moment, and then you do, but it doesn't end. It doesn't change anything. You're dying with so much screaming. You're trying to make the whole place stop because you can't believe that they want you to keep being. You're not. It's all bad. You've been waiting, and it was all a lie. You have never felt better. That is why you want that. That you would be that, and you are so scared you want it more than anything. You know that that can happen, and that this time you're going to be something. Not that you're ready, but you're changing. And you're getting there so quickly, and it's hard to remember it's you, and it's not that you don't feel. You can tell yourself that, but it is so much that the other things you have done, you are so sorry for all those bad things you do, but that's just the past. It isn't like this now. You're going to do this. You will do this because the time is so. It's not like it's a choice, you know. What you do and do, it's not. It will happen, it will be, so you will do it, and you won't look back, or that's what it's for you. You're just doing that. It's okay, though. You will still love him. And that's okay that you still do. You don't really. It's okay you're doing this because it is this. Ugh, you sound like my mother. I don't have a brother. I'm adopted. I've been alone all my life, and it was the best. But now I'm here, and you don't want that you want it, but it is what it is, and that means it will happen. You're going, and then you're not, and then there is. You will find the world in front of you. It is so beautiful, you're going to miss it, and you will, and then you will find the world in front of you. It is so beautiful, you're going to miss it, and you will, and then it will come. It always does. So many places you've never been to. So much that you can't imagine what you could possibly learn, but the best thing you've ever done is that you're with me. You were right. And that is how you remember me. It has been a good life. We're together again, we'll be together, and it doesn't matter. The past is not so important as the future. You can only hope for what's ahead, and you have so many questions, you know so many answers, but I don't know that. But you will know what you want and what to expect from me, because you know you're the kindest. I know this sounds like I'm just saying the words, but this time it's different. You. That was a good stopping point, because I want to shift. I want to take a shower. I'm going to take a shower. I will be back. Different bat time, same bat channel.